I know I'm so sleepy. Oh. On a sandwich and some Lovin podcast. A Kid Nation podcast. Hello, Michael. Hello, Amy Wilkerson. Hello, Yvette, Sandra, Rosa Caceres. Hello, Taylor Amois. Hello, Christy Kincaid Norris. Nobody confuses me online more than Christy Kincaid Norris. Hello, Yvette. Hello, Adri. I think I said hi to Yvette twice. Hello, Al Bear. Hello, Heather. Antoine, my man. My man. Hello, Alba Cakes Nicole. Hello, ACNC12 Adrienne, ALP_179. Hello, Celeste. Hello, Kitten Tracks. Hello, Elizabeth Estrada, not to be confused with Elizabeth Betts and Liz Key. Those are three different people. Hello, Stronger and Wiser. Hello, Jennifer Montgomery Martinez. Hello, Patricia. Hello, whoa, blast from the past. Hello, Bethany. Welcome back to the room. Hello, Taylor. Oh, I said hello, Taylor. Hello, Evangelina. Hello, El Pirana. Hello, Kara. Hello, Sarah Reed Spencer.
Ceiling fan on.
Hello, Terry Mabe. Hello, Darla. Hello, MBH 1964.
Somebody's trying to get me to sell these things, and I went online to see what representation they have, and it ain't much, so I'm going to say no.
Oh. Hello, Sin Galvan. Sin back on the social media. Oh, just results through the roof. Sam, I am my man. Hello, Brooksy O. Hector Wasabi. Hector, I'll be in maybe. I'm probably going to be in Fort Worth on Saturday. Are you going to the show?
He's going to be in Fort Worth on Saturday.
At the Will Rogers.
Sarah, I just realized when Alan said your name, I forgot to email you. So I'm looking for your text now.
Nobody champions the listener like me.
Well, when you said her name, I was like, oh, shit, I forgot.
How is that patronizing, Sin? How is that patronizing?
There you are.
I just said that you were back on the social media and results are going through the roof. How's that patronizing? Better when I do it. I just post lewd memes and pictures of my dog. That's all I do.
There you are. I already had your... Oh, you used to have iCloud because now it's not. I'm going to send it to the one you sent me.
Nobody champions the listener like me, Sarah. I'm the one that was like, did you send Sarah a note about this? No, Michael, that's going to be a solo run. Oh, Charles. Charles did the bit where you get a room full of guys and then one guy like Jeff in a room full of guys. You're like, hello, gentlemen, and Jeff. Charles said, hi, queen of media, and Alan. I guess I can't be a queen of media, right? Oh yeah, Hector. I was loud and proud today, man. I was out there riding around. Saturday should be fine. I don't think Kellie Rasberry Evans is going with me.
I'm not going. No. I'm not gonna do that.
We could either do that or go to the pinups and tailpipes thing.
I would maybe go to that because it's closer.
It's in Allen.
I'm probably not going to do that.
I'm going to Cowtown.
Okay, Sarah, let me know if you got it. Because when I started typing your address, the @iCloud came up, and you sent me at sbcglobal.net. So that's what I sent it to.
There you go, Hector. That's right.
I don't know if anybody still used sbcglobal.net. I thought that went away.
I used that back in the day.
I did too, but I thought it went away. I thought it just went all to Yahoo.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. I think Yahoo did buy those.
As long as she gets them.
All right, you got anything?
No, I have nothing. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh my.
Hello, Fresh.
Oh, here we go. Phew. I thought I lost it.
Is the call to action clear in a font that I can read? It's all the same thing over and over and over. And
They
over.
want you to repeat it.
There's like no way.
Do you want to not do it?
There's like
you have so little to do.
There's like
that it's seriously the least you could do. Do you want me to do it? I'm happy to do it.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I'm the ad-libber. You have like 2 sentences to read, and you're complaining.
Why are you gonna tell me what's perfect for me?
Because you're complaining.
Okay. All right, we can do this or what?
I'm ready.
You come in here late, and then we're
Y'all,
hemming and hawing
I had
around.
a bar class, and I'm about to fall over asleep. And no, I have not been drinking.
We did that last night.
Test 1, 2. Test.
Hello, genitalia? Genitalia, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Genitalia, please pick up the red courtesy phone. I think it's genitalia.
Probably Talia.
Genitalia.
Wouldn't that be horrible if somebody really named their child? Because Talia is a real name.
Absolutely.
As is Jenna.
Or her name's Jennifer Talia, and then her friends start calling her Jenna.
Yeah.
Or even Jen Talia.
That'd be
sounds too close enough.
All right, let's go. Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Love, an emphasis on the Lovin, because this is the pre-Valentine's Day episode, the last podcast before the big day when the pressure is on. Actually, I lie. Alan, we're going to record our next podcast on Valentine's Day, even though it'll drop the day after. But I'm Kellie Rasberry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans. This is my husband and my Valentine, Alan Evans.
Hey, Jane in the house.
Yeah, I just realized Monday is Valentine's Day, February 14th, and that's the night we'll be recording the podcast, not referencing Valentine's Day because it'll be over by then.
VD Day.
Yeah. And we're celebrating on the weekend, as I think most people are.
The razors are getting a workout this weekend. Oh, the cordless razors, the razors in the shower. What's the razor that you talk about here?
Billy.
Yes, the Billy razors are going to be.
Breaking out the Billy.
Oh, they're going to be getting such a workout. A lot of lotion being applied.
Why?
Well, because you don't want to be dry. Your skin.
Want to be ashy?
You don't want to be ashy.
Right.
I have very ashy knees and shins.
Well, I think I do too, but my skin is so much whiter than yours that yours shows up more. I'm very ashy
What
too.
does that mean?
I'm just very fair and dark skin.
Whoa!
Oh, Alan, don't please. In this day and age, you can't keep doing that. You really, honestly.
It's my skin.
It's tan. It's not that big of a deal. But when you it's come on.
It's Filipino.
Ash shows up more and you know it on darker skin. But I'm saying I'm probably equally as ashy.
Yeah. I know why my knees and shins are ashy. It's because I don't know about
because
you.
I'm a racist.
I didn't say that.
Is that it?
I didn't say that.
God, Alan, I'm just your wife. Every time you do that.
Do what?
Like, whoa. Like I say something so offensive.
That's part of the bit.
But it's not funny.
We've been doing this.
Racism isn't funny.
I didn't say it was funny.
Oh, you grew up in South Carolina and see how funny it is when everybody always makes jokes about it. It's not always funny.
Makes jokes about what?
About me being a racist because I'm in South Carolina. It's not always funny.
But I've never made any joke like that.
Yeah, but Kid Craddock used to all the time, and it really hurt my feelings.
Oh,
and now when you do the whoa all the time, I'm like, oh my God.
I don't think we can make a comparison here between what Kid Craddock used to do.
I know, but I just don't whoa me.
Okay.
I don't want people to think I'm really a racist.
Okay.
I'm not.
So hold on. So we have a running list of your ailments.
And I'm not a racist. Put that on there.
Okay.
On
No, that's fine. And I agree with you. And then we also have a running list of the things that I can no longer do on this podcast.
Yeah, don't whoa me when I say something that's not offensive.
That list is growing. Because I can name 5 or 6 things off the top of my head right now that I can't do on the podcast anymore.
Good. That's why you need to go start your own Lewd and Crude podcast. Pick a new co-host.
Why are you trying to kick me off?
Because I know you have it in you and you want to do that stuff.
Who told you that?
You.
No, I didn't.
You do, just by demonstrating the things that come out of your mouth. You want to go there, and I don't.
I don't either.
Go start another podcast.
Why
I'll give
are you
my blessing.
Listener, if you want to start a podcast with me and you have a good pitch
they will
idea,
be lining up.
You have a good pitch idea and a good idea, I'm all ears. Email me at helloimallen@icloud.com.
Not podcasting
Nope.
Kellie and Allen?
Nope. My personal email, helloimallen@icloud.com.
Why are you going personal on it?
Because you don't want to be part of what I have to offer.
I can't check the podcast at kellyanallen.com's emails. I don't even know what the password is. What's the difference?
How did you get us going on this wheels off?
Because you said whoa, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not in the mood to be woed right now.
I have probably said whoa on how many podcasts have we done? Almost 400 now. I've probably said whoa on 300 podcasts. Now all of a sudden it's a problem.
It just hit me the wrong way tonight.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Go start your own lewd podcast. You can whoa. You can talk in funny voices. You can do whatever you want. Make toot noises with your hands and your armpits the whole podcast.
Well, I can't.
There is a market and audience for that.
Yes, there is. There is. I can't do the sound anymore.
You can do it up there.
Now I can't go
do it with
whoa.
your
I
friend.
can't go whoa anytime.
Go do it with your new lewd podcasting friend. Just to hold off another brand for you.
Here.
We can still do this.
Hold on. Here's what we're going to do.
We can still do this. You just do that.
Well, why don't you do that? And
No.
Why?
Because it's too soon.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do some letters today, but we're going to get into the first letter right now.
Why?
Because you'll see.
Oh, is it relevant
This
to what we're
letter
talking
is
about?
from, I'm going to leave her anonymous. This is from Leia. Subject, first time listener.
Uh-oh.
Hey, y'all.
Picked a good one, I bet.
First time listener here. I'm snowed in and quilting, listening to, there's an error here. It says live letters, but it's love letters to Kellie, listening to love letters to Kellie. And I thought I'd try the other podcast, Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
Because I do cross promote sometimes.
I listened to the special episode about heart health and the one before it. The heart one was great, but the one with you and Alan was too much bickering for me.
Oh, no.
Not sure if something is going on between you two, but it felt like tension. Bummer. Was really looking forward to it because I love Kellie.
Oh.
And everything she does.
Oh.
Hope you two are okay. Think I'm going to pass on this podcast.
Oh, you need to give it another chance. You need to write her back and say, give it another chance.
Poll vote. Alan is more annoying.
Oh.
Okay, here's the deal, Leia. I'm not for everybody.
No.
And I freely admit that. And if you quilt, I got nothing against people who quilt.
My granddaddy Earl quilted
My
blanket.
dear mother quilts.
My grandmama quilted.
My dear mother quilts.
There's nothing wrong with
There's
quilting.
absolutely nothing wrong with
So why are you
quilting.
getting ready to insult quilters?
I'm not going to insult quilters. I would submit to you, if your hobby is quilting, you and I probably don't have a lot of the same interests, sense of humor, language,
Why?
reference points. It's probably hard for her to relate to me and for me to relate to her.
Just because she quilts?
Yes.
That makes no sense.
And then because she listened to one,
I know, you can't judge
and
the
pieces
whole thing.
out.
Yeah, you can't judge the whole thing. I might have to
Hey,
reach out. I'll reach
no,
out. To her. I'll reach out to her.
the different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
It's all good in the hood.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We're good, actually.
Are we?
I think so.
Hey, my son just texted me. Should I do just a blind, see what he wants?
Go ahead.
Okay, we got a text here from Cole Evans. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. He sent me a picture of a Wheaties box, and it's got Michael Jordan on it. And it says 100 Years of Champions. How about that? Limited edition Century Collector Series Wheaties box number 2. How
Did he
about
get
that?
it? Did he get
I guess
it?
he did, because this looks like it was taken in his kitchen at his
Cool.
mother's. So, yeah, how cool is that? So if
Very
you're a
cool.
Wheaties fan, you collect Wheaties boxes. The Michael Jordan limited edition is out now.
There you go. You going to respond to him now, or are you going to make him wait till after the podcast?
Well,
He can hang on for a minute.
he can
right?
hang on for just a few
That's
minutes. He can hang on for a
So
few
listen,
minutes.
this is the last podcast you'll hear before Valentine's Day. And Alan and I I guess we sort of did a pre-Valentine's date night on a Tuesday. We've made Tuesday night our date nights now, because that's the one night of the week where we know we don't have any sporting activities. We don't have any, our visitation with, divorce and the visitation schedule. We don't have the children, and I'm not recording a podcast, and it's just the only night we know we have free. And so we went to a very nice dinner last night, which is why I am dragging butt today.
But let's do that, and then we'll talk about how much fun the dinner was.
You have to wait.
No, well, we don't. We don't. We don't. We've done it. No, we don't.
I know, but I'm always kind of told that. I mean, if you insist, because I do defer to you.
I insist.
Because you are the man at the house.
I do insist.
And the king of the castle.
Here's the thing.
What?
If Al Mack can do a 20-minute podcast and do 15 minutes of introduction, we can do that now.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where do I begin? Do you know, according to a HelloFresh survey,
HelloFresh,
7 out of 10 Americans agree that cooking something up for their partner in the kitchen is more intimate than having sex. Did you know that? 7 out of 10, according to their survey. And that right there should be enough for you to get on board and sign up for HelloFresh.
HelloFresh.
And have those farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. That's what I love, the convenience of HelloFresh. But I also love that with HelloFresh, I'm not skimping out on quality. This is America. America chooses HelloFresh as the number one meal kit for a reason. The proteins, the meats are fabulous, yes, but I am big on vegetables. I am a Southern girl, and I just sometimes for supper, all I want is just a plate full of vegetables. And with HelloFresh, all the vegetables, the produce, farm fresh, and really are the star of the show for me, as far as I'm concerned. And plus, with the pre-proportioned ingredients, you're cutting down on waste and not having to buy more of a certain ingredient you need for just one recipe. That's always annoying. You just need a teaspoon of something. You have to buy a whole carton of it. There's so much variety with HelloFresh. You get 50 menu and market items to choose from every week. You'll never get bored, including veggie, fit and wholesome, family-friendly gourmet options. You can warm yourself up from the inside out with limited time recipes inspired by cozy classics from around the world, like beef tenderloin and cheese fondue, or miso sesame shrimp and bacon ramen. We are big ramen eaters in this household. HelloFresh meals ready in around 30 minutes or less. They even offer 20-minute recipes. Plus, HelloFresh is 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal of the same quality. And according to a Zagat dining survey, you can save on average over $65 a month when you order HelloFresh instead of grocery shopping.
And Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh. And with a wider variety of meal plans to choose from, there's literally something for everyone. We love switching between brands. So go to HelloFresh.com/sandwich16 and use code sandwich16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's HelloFresh.com/sandwich16 and use code sandwich16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. HelloFresh, America's number one meal kit.
All right.
Did you mean we are big ramen eaters?
We love ramen. We
big ramen eaters.
I say ramen. You always say ramen. I say ramen.
Well, either one's fine.
It's ramen, isn't it?
I'm not the hill I'm definitely not going to die on. But which one is it? Are we big ramen eaters?
I can't say Bengals, right? But you are like, whatever on ramen.
Yeah, true. I'm not as passionate about ramen
we do eat
as
a
I am
lot of
about
ramen.
Bengals.
All right, so listen, Valentine's Day is coming up, and Alan and I did a little pre-Valentine dinner because it was our date night, and we went out to a really nice restaurant with white tablecloths and everything.
Fancy.
Very fancy, very nice. And it's a chain. Well, not really a chain, I'd say. They do have several locations. It's called Davio's. Have y'all ever heard of that? It's in a place called what do they call the Grandscape in the Colony.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really nice. We went there last night for dinner.
Beautiful inside. It reminded us of a restaurant in like Las
Vegas. Yeah.
Very grandiose
with columns and things like that.
Yes.
We had Jeremy was our server. Wasn't he so nice? And it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. Took
great care of us.
You're not rushed. It's like, you take your time, you enjoy it. They bring you free popovers that have like this cheese gruyere cheese. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
So good. And Alan and I had meatballs cocktails, and I got the fish special, and you got the steak special. It was just a
Filet and
wonderful,
scallops.
wonderful. Yeah.
But we also on a Tuesday night, Monday night.
It was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. It was Tuesday night. We also ordered up a couple of drinks.
And that's, man,
What'd you have?
I got the hot and fire. Was it hot and spicy or hot and fiery? I forget what it was called, but it's, and I like, or hot and dirty. It was hot and dirty, right? Or dirty and hot. Anyway, it's one of their specialty cocktails, and I prefer a slightly dirty martini. And this one was a dirty martini, but it's made also with, those red cherry peppers, the juice from the red cherry peppers. So it gives it a kick of heat. And that's what I had.
I had the Jeremy's recommendation was a pineapple martini.
It's pineapple infused vodka. They've been infused for what do you say, 2 weeks or something?
Something like that.
It had been infused for a long time.
But it was granny slapping good.
Yeah.
And it reminded me a little bit of a lemon drop martini,
Yeah.
which I have sometimes.
But it was pineapple.
I
guess because lemon and pineapple, they're both sour and sweet, I guess.
But it took me back to Jamaica, man.
Yeah.
Because that's all I drank in Jamaica was pineapple vodkas. So I kind of felt like a little bit of vacation, a little bit of date night on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Was feeling good. But then, man,
today
I've been so clean, not because I'm doing dry January. You haven't either, really.
No.
We just haven't been drinking much.
Not tons, no.
But man, I had that one drink last night, and all day I've been
been a
dragging
long
my
day.
ass behind me.
It's been a long day. I had to get up early and get ready. I was asked to speak at the Plano Chamber of Commerce. They have a women's division of that. It's not a dime. I was just asked to speak because Cheryl Action Jackson from Minnie's Food Pantry, and she asked me to go. And she's the president of this women's arm of the chamber, and it was just such a nice event. They asked me to go to, but it's been a long day. And then I promised Emma Kellie I'd go to bar class with her tonight. So I am on my last leg, which might be why. I hope it didn't come across that I snapped at you earlier. I just am really tired, and I apologize.
Oh, when you attack me about going whoa?
That whoa thing. Every time you do it, I don't like it, but I never say anything. I just say, Alan, but I really don't like it.
Babe, remember the last podcast? We talked about how Cole does it. Remember? TxDOT reports that one motorcycle rider a day is killed on Dallas roads. Whoa.
That's different. You're doing it because I said your legs were dark, and it makes me.
Whoa. No, whoa. Well, you do whoa anytime you're fake.
Offended.
Shocked. No, it's not offended. It's fake shocked.
Okay.
Like, whoa.
Well, whatever. I took it as you were fake offended. So please forgive me.
Well, that's how you always take things from me.
All right. So anyway.
Did you know 99% of the stuff I do is bohonk?
What is bohonk? Bullshit?
Bullshit.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Well,
yeah.
I feel bad. I wish.
Thank you.
I wish that the lady you called Leo is listening now to hear us have a little spat and make up in the course of the first 15 minutes of a podcast.
Where is your red book? We need to whip that thing out. That says something about.
I need to be nicer to Alan.
Yes, I need to be nicer to Alan.
I'm going to be nicer every day. I mean, come on.
How about one day?
Oh, Alan. All right, listen. So if you're looking for Valentine's reservations, Davio's, they have it's a great experience. A very, very nice, special experience for you and your Valentine if you're looking. And they have a special Valentine menu too. And we asked the manager last night, he said they do have a few spots left, but they're going quick. So if you're in the area, Davio's, we highly recommend.
I'm sorry, babe. Just real quick. Our live studio audience has mentioned that they thought they saw you wave your Pimp and Strong at me for the second time in 2 weeks.
When?
Just now.
I did not raise my hand at you, did I?
Mm-hmm.
When?
I don't know. I'm just reporting what our.
So you don't even know either.
Well, I'm just reporting what our.
So you didn't see it, and it's you that would have been the recipient of my pimp hand.
Just reporting what our live studio audience says.
There's nothing. All right, ladies, Valentine's coming up, and if you are expecting your man to propose, get ready because Valentine's Day is one of the most popular days to pop the question, with as many as 6 million couples getting engaged each February 14th. But with Valentine's being on a Monday, I think a lot of them are going to be happening a few days before Valentine's Day.
Hey, wait a second. About this time 5 years ago, the kid was planning this big magic trick, had a freaking ring in my trunk.
Yeah.
Oh, I was putting all the pieces together.
Yeah, February 11th is when you proposed.
Yeah, and you were still all kind of sour at me for not making a move. And I was like, she's just gonna have to wait till February 12th.
We don't need to go down that path
Oh,
again.
okay. Are we bickering?
But I'm not bickering. I'm not bickering.
Leia says we do.
I just told Alan, I have vacation in July.
Yes.
And if you don't propose to me soon, like I know, we all know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have time to plan a wedding.
Right.
That was my problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I got proposed to on February 11th. I was very, very shocked and surprised. So it was nice. And I think a lot of people do expect it on Valentine's Day. So to do it a couple of days early, it does throw them off, you know.
That's a popular place to do it too, up at the top of Reunion Tower. A lot of people get engaged up there. Very popular.
Yeah, Alan and I.
That's how Jerry Jones says popular.
When
popular.
Alan was asking a few people for help deciding where to propose, and remember McGill, he said there was that restaurant Torelli's we always used to go to, and he was like talking about having some spotlight and the restaurant filled. What was it?
Well, I think he was wanting Caroline to be there to sing.
To me, and they were going to do this whole big presentation. And so what happened? Well, I didn't know any of this was happening. And so they invited us to all go to Torelli's just for dinner and stuff, I guess, so you could scope out the place. And while we were there, some guy just sit at a booth next to us, got up and got down on one knee in the middle of the busy restaurant with everybody scurrying around, got down on his knee and proposed. Remember that?
And wasn't it like nobody really noticed?
Because it was so busy.
Yeah,
he just got down by their booth and did it. And a few people, a smattering applause. And it was like, what's going on?
And that's why I kind of looked at the guys and looked at Kelly and I was like, well, I don't know about that.
But I didn't know y'all were.
But you didn't know we had talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other options you were considering?
I think that was the only other viable option. I kind of had my heart set on Reunion Tower just because I knew it would be very memorable and the pictures up there would be amazing. And they did turn out amazing.
Yeah.
So
perfect proposal. And I was very surprised.
Ago.
All right. Let's see. Oh, and if you know what, around arguing, since we're on that subject, since we started off with that, according to Cosmo, I have just a whole bunch of stuff just sitting here ready to go when I need some stats and figures. A recent survey of 3,000 people found the average couple argues 312 times a year. That is 6 fights per week.
Shit, we argue 312 times every podcast.
That's not true. What are the top 10 triggers of spats?
Money?
Nope.
What? Sexual relations?
Nope.
Oh, come on.
The top 10, this is like the everyday fights.
Oh, dishes?
Yeah, basically.
Kids?
Let me just go through this.
Oh, okay.
Stubble in the sink.
Oh.
That can be solved a little bit by having his and her sinks.
Get your own sink.
But I do get a little, with Alan's mirror gets on my nerves.
It's my mirror.
Oh, it drives me nuts.
Well, sorry.
Dirty marks in the toilet.
Oh, like skids?
Yeah. This is what they said in their survey.
Does that go both ways?
Hey, it happens. Changing TV channels, not replacing the toilet roll, leaving the seat up. So a lot of bathroom habits. Leaving lights on, leaving dirty cups around the house, leaving wet towels on the floor or the bed, hoarding stuff, and not flushing the toilet. Those are the top 10 triggers for the little everyday fights around the house.
Yeah, I think one of my triggers lately, and I don't know why this is happening more, but for whatever reason, Kelly and I are now like 86 years old, and we have to have the volume of the freaking TV. It's literally, guys, it goes from 0 to like 50, and it's literally on like 48.
Well, I'll tell
and
you
I'm
why.
like, why is this on so loud?
I'll tell you why. One of the reasons is if you switch between certain streaming services, the volume is very low on certain streaming services, and you have to really pump it up. Then when you switch back to another one, it's suddenly like, whoom, it's really loud. That's one reason. Another reason is sometimes I'll be in the kitchen cooking and chopping and microwaving.
In the kitchen cooking?
Oh, chopping and microwaving. That's cooking to me. Unless I'm using HelloFresh.
HelloFresh.
And it's loud. And I want to hear what my Real Housewives are saying. So I have to turn it up loud then. Those are my excuses.
Well, okay. That's a hill I've been dying on lately is the TV volume. That's caused a lot of brouhaha, hullabaloo. What else?
From your triggers with me?
Anything.
Well, I mean, it's the same stuff I think we talked
My
about it a couple
mirror,
of podcasts ago. You always leave this one drawer open as
yeah.
wide as it will go, and
Okay.
it's right where I have to walk around to go to the closet. It's just
Mhm.
a little annoyance.
Mhm.
And what happens, I think the triggers is you don't say anything, you don't say anything, you don't say anything. Like, whoa, earlier tonight, you just never say anything, never say, and then suddenly one day you're just like, I hate when you do that.
Mhm.
And then you have a fight, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
the cement that is flecked onto your mirror in your bathroom.
Well, that's an exaggeration. It's not cement.
It becomes cement.
It's not cement flecked onto my mirror.
What is it?
It's whatever's in between my teeth.
It's whatever's in between his teeth, and it flecks onto the mirror. Now, if he would just take
I'm sorry I have
10
Hey,
seconds.
I'm sorry I have
gotta
good
sneeze.
oral hygiene. Uh-oh. It's not Corona. It's not Corona. We
Sneeze.
promise. We promise.
If he would take 10 seconds and just wipe it down, but no, he leaves it. I'm gonna take a picture of it. I'm gonna wait until
Ew, why would you do
because
that?
I want people exactly. Ew. I'm gonna let people see what I have to see. And so
Okay.
finally what happens?
Okay. You want to start taking pictures of stuff and posting it? Is that a bunny trail you want to go down? Huh? Because I will win that one.
Oh man, you're so mean.
You're gonna post my mirror?
That's not mean though. You'll go mean. You'll go mean. I'm just trying to prove
You
my
want-
point.
You
And so
want
what
to do
happens
that?
Is Alan will not wipe his mirror down. And when that stuff sits there for a week, it becomes like cement. And I have to get the
Cement.
stuff out there and I have to chip it off his mirror because I can't stand looking at it.
Your hair has
It's
no
the same
lift.
thing.
It has no lift. It's
It's
just cement.
It's the same thing I tell you and the boys and Emma Kellie whenever she does it. If you eat Fruity Pebbles, you got to rinse the bowl out. Ladies, I know you feel me. And some men, because I know there are some men out there that are in charge of doing dishes. If you do not rinse Fruity Pebbles out of the bowl in the sink, you have to get a chisel and chip it off the bowl. I'm just telling you, that's the way it is, Alan.
What does
And
this
those
have
are
to
the
do
little
with my
things.
mirror?
I'm saying that's the little things that lead to fights.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I agree.
The little annoyances. My volume on the TV too
I
loud.
agree.
Your teeth remnants on the mirror.
This is all I'm saying though. If there's a picture of my mirror on social
But I've got to
on-
prove what I'm saying.
if it
is
goes on
true.
social media,
all
that's-
bets are off.
That's fine with me. You'll have to be okay with what I post on social media.
Alan, that's a threat. That's a threat.
It's not a threat.
That is a threat. That's not very nice.
But you posting pictures of my mirror is okay.
Because I'm trying to prove a point. There's a difference.
Oh my gosh.
According to this 10-year study of more than 100 married couples, researchers found the happiest couples, not the ones doing podcasts together, but the ones doing the same routine over the years. For instance, they eat together, they go to bed together as in the same time, at the same time. Those small moments reinforce that you are half of a team.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go to bed together at the same time anymore, Alan.
Yeah, I know.
What are we going to do about it?
Drink less caffeine.
Alan's been realizing now that he's at the age where I used to be able to drink an entire 2-liter bottle of Diet Pepsi if I wanted to, and I could go straight to bed and sleep like a baby, but you can't do it anymore.
What's getting me is the afternoon coffee, and then I've been drinking these dang cherry vanilla zero sugar Coca-Colas that you got me.
You love them?
And they're great, but I think they have caffeine in them.
Well, yeah. They're not zero caffeine.
No. Yeah, caffeine content, 47 milligrams.
I don't know if that's bad or good.
I don't know either.
It's enough to keep you up when you drink a lot of them.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. So anyway, also, if you want me to keep going with the Valentine thing, I can, unless you wanted to. I know you said you wanted to do some things.
Oh, well, I have some letters.
Yeah, you want me to keep going with Valentine's
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, keep going with Valentine's
All right.
stuff.
Valentine's Day is coming up, like we said, and there's this online tutoring company called Preply, and they surveyed almost 2,000 people who are using dating apps, or at least they have within the last 5 years, because, you know, a lot of people are looking for love. And if you don't have a Valentine, you're trying to be proactive, maybe a dating app is an option for you. Might be a little late to try to schedule a Valentine's date right now. That'd be a little awkward, but they asked these people, they wanted to learn more about how Americans communicate on dating apps. And among the things they found, 1 in 5 people who are currently on dating apps use 5 or more dating apps at the same time. And 80% of the app users go ahead and use a paid tier, because you can now, they've started adding like just with the extra paid content, like you get more exclusive access to different people.
Does that mean you don't get all the spam and you get real people?
No, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they have to have verified users. I never did the paid tiers. Did you?
No.
And when
I'm paying for that.
When we were online dating, I did two. I did Tinder and Bumble.
I did Tinder, Bumble, and Plenty of Fish.
The hookup one.
Oh, it wasn't the hookup one as much as Tinder.
Yeah?
Tinder was the hookup one. Plenty of Fish was just the strange one.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you date a lot off that?
Not a lot, but that's where I met a personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time I wasn't like super healthy. And we go somewhere and I'm drinking like, I don't know, 28 beers and eating a double bacon cheeseburger. And she's over there picking at a lettuce salad with lemon juice squeezed on it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Well, they said the most popular dating apps right now, Tinder is still number one. 58% of the users said they use that one. Bumble, 34%. Hinge, which I don't know was around when we were dating. I'm not sure. I wasn't familiar. 29%. OK Cupid is number 4 with also 29%. And Coffee Meets Bagel.
Coffee Meets Bagel.
Are you familiar? I don't know, but 27% of the people surveyed said that they use Coffee Meets Bagel. Maybe it's a breakfast hookup.
Gosh, since my picture is on so many of these things, I could go out there and put my picture on so many of these things, like if I wanted to, and just do bits.
Don't do that. Don't toil people's affections like that.
I wouldn't.
That's not nice.
But I could.
20% of users are part of at least 10 conversations, and 1 in 4 check their apps 5 to 9 times a day. 15% check their apps 10 to 14 times a day. 33% a couple of hours, 1 to 2. 29% 2 to 3 hours. 23% less than an hour. This is a lot of stats. But 4% spend over 5 hours a day on the dating apps.
5 hours a day?
A very small audience, but
Ooh.
I would check it sporadically. I don't think I'd stay on it hours at a time.
Well, it depends on, yeah.
But I mean, I would check it sporadically. Like they said, 1 in 4 check their apps 5 to 9 times a day. When I was aggressively on it, maybe I did it that many times a day. When asked, how many of your matches do you message? 38% say most of them. 38% say some of them. Now, this is people you matched with. That meant you swiped right, and so did they, right? So why wouldn't you communicate? Because 16% said only a few of them. 7% say, I communicate with all of them. That's the way I felt about it. I swiped right on you for a reason. I assume you swiped right on me. Let's communicate. And then 1% say, I never communicate with any of them. It's just for fun. They're just swiping. And I do know a lot of men are like that. They just swipe right on everybody.
Oh, they're just casting the big freaking net.
Yeah, they swipe right on every single one.
Just see what bites.
I don't know if it's an ego thing to see if they're being matched, but then they don't communicate.
They're fishing. They're casting a net. Yeah.
Let's see. More than 1 in 4 send a message within the first few minutes of matching. Few minutes. That's kind of, I don't know.
A little too aggressive.
Too eager.
A little too anxious.
1 in 4 prefer to reply within a few minutes. However, 25% believe waiting a couple hours is more ideal. Yeah. I think waiting just a little bit. It seems less anxious. I mean, you're excited, but not, I don't know.
I don't think you should do it immediately.
Like, bing. Oh, hi, I'm Kelly. Nice to meet you.
I don't think you should wait like over a day, though.
Well, no. Unless what happens if you're out of town or something? You don't know.
Well, you can still check them while you're out of town.
So what about your profile might make people swipe left on you? Wouldn't you like to know? 68%.
Dirty mirrors.
I would not like that. 68% swipe left on attractive people who have poor grammar or punctuation in their profiles. Proper spelling, punctuation, and grammar are important or extremely important to 95% of the people who responded to this survey.
Does it say anything about guys wearing scarves in their profile
picture? They didn't ask about that. Okay. 62% said they stop returning messages if they're faced with spelling and grammar issues. The most unattractive spelling or grammatical errors, what people really don't like.
They're there. 2-2.
Yes. Number 1 was the wrong use of your and your. Your and you are, the contraction. Number 2, the wrong use of 2, 2, and 2. Number 3, the incorrect use of a word in general. And number 4, the wrong use of there, and there.
What about using the wrong emphasis?
Yeah. Well, it's hard to do that in text, isn't it? I thought that was interesting.
That is very interesting.
Really make
good content.
Really make sure that your grammar is right. I don't know what that says about you. I don't know if that, I know a lot of times people like my daughter, they don't text in complete sentences and they text in slang. So it would be different for someone who's just maybe in college trying to swipe left and right on these people because they're all talking that way. But if you're a grown ass adult, you need to use proper punctuation and know how to use.
Well, I'd say if
two and two.
I'd say if you're in college, you need to know how to use all those things.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, but it's just the casualness of it, though. Right? It's the way they talk.
Yeah.
When asked, what is the longest you're willing to message someone without exchanging contact information?
Forever.
A lot of them are like that.
I know people.
Waste of time.
I know women who've done that and send them money.
Waste of time. 58% say 2 to 3 weeks. That's the longest they're willing to wait. 20%, 1 to 2 weeks. 16% a month or longer. 14% say 2 to 6 days. 4% say less than a day. I'd say 2 to 6 days. That would probably be me. I don't want to exchange personal information the first day, but within a few days of texting back and forth.
I would have forgotten that I matched with somebody after 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, it's like, let's make this happen. Let's move. Let's go. But once you get a message, what do you do? 3 in 4 users say they worry someone will judge them based on their response speeds. 42% say they appreciate speedy responses. So what do you do? It's just kind of like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And they say, don't worry about being really flashy or being spectacular with your opening line. They say something that just shows you have common interests, something that has to do with maybe something you saw in their profile, comment on that, or just a simple introduction like, hey, nice to meet you. Something just very simple. You don't have to be, doing a stand-up comedy routine either.
Mm-hmm.
And 7 in 10 people say it's possible to fall in love after just messaging on a dating app, which we've seen because people have been messaging people who pretend to be you and they think they're in love and they've never met. And that's just through online messaging. And 3 in 4
have a friendly face.
And 3 in 4 have been in a committed relationship with someone they met on an app. And we are one of those 3.
Well, I fall into that 3 out of 4.
Yeah. So give apps a try. I know a lot of people have given up on them. They say, I tried it and it didn't work for me. Well, how many dates did you go on? 3. I didn't like it. Well,
what voice is that?
That was the person who's over it. That was my person who's over it voice.
So in a nutshell, use correct grammar. Don't be ricking around on the app. Just, if you match with somebody, get back with them in a timely manner.
Yeah.
In your opening statement, don't be Bozo the Clown.
Yeah.
This is all pretty easy stuff.
Yeah. Common sense stuff, but you'd be surprised. How?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were on it. You saw what happened.
Oh.
I would men get really one guy got really
mad at
mean at me because I was like, what are we doing here? Are we going to try to go to dinner or something? And he just flipped.
He didn't like that. Huh?
He didn't like that because I was like, this is a waste of time. And then he got all attitude.
Was his name Jeff?
No. If you run, a lot of people have done the pivot, over the past couple of years. I met a guy today at this event I went to, and he was in one industry altogether. And then when the pandemic came, that shut down. He had to just start another business. And if that's you have a small business, it's really important to save money where you can, to save time where you can, because you can't afford, to miss out on opportunities to grow and keep your customers wanting more of what you're offering. So don't waste time. Don't waste money with stamps.com. You can skip the trip to the post office and focus on how to take your small business to the next level because stamps.com lets you print official postage right from your computer. It saves you money in the process. So you spend less time at the post office, more time making your customers very happy. For more than 20 years, stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. They give you access to all of the post office and UPS shipping services right from your computer. And that's really basically what you need, a computer and a printer. No other fancy equipment. And stamps.com has negotiated discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 40% off the U.S. Postal Service rates. And get this, up to 76% off UPS shipping rates. So whether you're just a small office sending out invoices, you got a side hustle Etsy shop, or you're a full-blown warehouse shipping out gigantic orders, you can do it so much easier with Stamps.com. You'll be up and running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send it.
Stop overpaying for shipping with Stamps.com. Sign up with the promo code SANDWICH for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and enter code SANDWICH. Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code SANDWICH.
There you go. Thank you, Stamps.com, an OG from the podcast sponsor, Stanley.
They've been putting shoes on my babies. Okay, you want to bring it home for Jerome?
Yeah, you want to read a couple of letters?
With some letters. We have letters.
That one from the first lady still just
does that bother
me.
you?
It's bothering
Why does that bother you? She
she
said I was the rickhead.
But I'm a participant in that, and that's
You're a participant in me being the rickhead?
No.
The Richard Cranium?
Do you think we have tension in our relationship?
She sensed it, but she was also quilting while it was snowing outside.
Yeah.
So imagine she's sitting in a rocking chair, she's quilting by the window.
That doesn't make her an old.
And then she hears this buffoonery.
I know.
She was like, what is this? This isn't my kind of podcast.
Maybe we should start taking these letters to heart. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe we do bicker too much. Maybe we are in crisis.
Babe, any programming has a target demo, right? You can't be something for everybody. You can be something for your target, but you can't be something for everybody.
Our target audience loves bickering.
Well, they love realness, I think.
I guess.
I think they like authenticity.
Okay. I do love you.
Well, I love you too, but
but I'm annoying sometimes.
Well, I know I am.
Yeah.
But you know what? The whole world,
including your wife,
Zoe, Larry, Dak Prescott.
Whoa.
Yeah. See? This first letter is from Yolanda. Subject, FSA. So Kelly and I didn't know the difference between a PPO, HMO, FSA, and HSA.
It's a lot.
Yolanda says, if an FSA or a flexible spending account is use it or lose it and is more common with PPO plans. An HSA, which is a health spending account,
that's what I had,
can roll over, and the employer usually adds a certain amount too. HSA is usually for high deductible insurance plans to help meet the deductible.
That's what I had.
That's what you had?
Yeah.
Amen.
Our boss tried that for a while and decided that was not for our company, and then he went back.
Hey, Claudia.
To regular insurance.
Claudia, who came up with these deductibles? Holy shit. Amen.
But I didn't know I was supposed to get that money back. I just didn't do anything. Was that my bad? Was it user error on my part? Probably. I'm just really thankful my brother told me to go get my money. That was a lot of money.
Yeah. That was a lot of money. The next letter is from Katie. Subject, sponsor name. Good evening. I'm trying to remember the name of a sponsor you have mentioned a couple of times on your show. The company is where you can send in your jewelry you want to sell, and the company puts it in an auction for you based on your asking price? Yeah. Is that Poshmark?
No.
What is this company's name again? Thank you so much, Katie.
Worthy. She listens to the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
Worthy is a partner you can trust to get up to double what you get if you take your diamonds down to the local jewelry pawn shop.
Look at there.
With Worthy, you schedule a free, fully secured pickup. It's tracked every step of the way by FedEx to Worthy's gemologist in New York. I've done this spot so much I can do it in my sleep. They're gemologists in New York City, where their gemologists will evaluate your pieces to help you understand their actual worth. And then you are in control of what happens next. You name the price you want as they put it up for auction for their exclusive network of diamond buyers. If your price is met, that's awesome. You're paid within days. Worthy will send your pieces back to you.
You know you're not getting paid for this one, right?
I'm answering our listeners' question.
Okay.
Still fully insured at no cost to you. You have nothing to lose and a whole lot of money to gain. So why just leave those diamonds sitting around gathering dust? With Worthy, and for a limited time, you can get an extra $100 when your jewelry sells for over $1,500. All you have to do is register now at worthy.com/kid. That's worthy.com/KIDD. I did that from memory, yo. That was pretty good. That was pretty darn good.
Have Charlotte send this episode to the agency.
Hey, the listener asked. I answered.
Okay. This next letter is from Susan. Susan says, subject, Kellie's song. I have to ask, what was the name of the song that Kellie sang on the last podcast?
Oh, Missoula.
The one she and her mom would sing together when making the beds. That was the cutest thing ever. I could just envision a little girl and her mom doing chores and singing that song. I'm curious to see all the lyrics and who wrote it. Love y'all on the podcast. Been listening since day one. Alan, you have me LOLing all the time. Hashtag lewd. So she thinks you're very cute and wholesome with your mother singing a sweet song, and then she hashtagged me lewd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I just did was I typed in, okay, I found it. But my mom changed the words apparently.
Oh.
It's
Was it a lewd song?
No. Oh. My mom always said the Zula King, but it's the Cannibal King.
It was a lewd song.
So this is my mom taught me the Zula King with a big nose ring fell in love with a sweet young thing, and every night by the pale moonlight through the forest they would swing. And this one says the Cannibal King with a big nose ring fell in love with a sweet young maid, and every night by the pale moonlight, this is what you'll hear him say, ba-doom, 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 dia, I don't know. So anyway, apparently my mom just maybe tweaked it. So there you go. I don't know if it's a real song or not.
Okay.
Honey, you're asking me these questions. What?
Nothing. I have no idea what that song is.
And every night by the pale moonlight through the forest they would, is it swing or sing? With a hug and a kiss and a Zula kiss underneath the bamboo tree. And whenever they met, they sang a duet, and it sounded like this to me. Ba-rum, 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 ba-dee-ah-eh, ba-rum, 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 ba-dee-ah-eh. I won't sing the rest. It's too long.
It almost sounds like an Irish jig.
I guess. I think I tried teaching it to my daughter when she was little, but she wasn't interested.
Wasn't interested?
Well, when I was growing up, we didn't have all the distractions that kids have now.
Yeah.
It was make the beds and my mom would do chores and go out and play in the ditch with my friend Denise and Angela.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Kelly wasn't interested.
I did a lot in the ditch too. Last letter, and then we'll bring it home for Jerome and yogurt out here. I don't have a name on this one. Oh. She says, listening to the podcast, as you were telling your Splenda story, and we were telling the story of the guy who basically rolled craps on our table at
he just wadded
Chili's.
up like 6 or 7 packets of it was like garbage, and he just threw it in front of Alan. It was weird.
So check this out. Listening to the podcast, as you were telling your Splenda story, in my head, I said, I bet they weren't wadded up and thrown at you. And then that is exactly what you said. I had the same situation from our waitress at Olive Garden.
Really?
The OG. Mine was with Sweet and Low, though. I just sat there and paused and looked at her and looked at my balled up Sweet and Low and just said, okay, I guess this is what I'm getting. So like you, I was in shock, but I let it go. Then, of course, I'm at the Olive Garden to get soup and salad. So as I see her carrying our soups over to us without using a tray, her thumb was in my soup.
What?
Barely, but it was in my soup.
Okay. We got issues now.
Again, I wasn't in the mood to be rude on my lunch hour. Didn't want my day to be ruined. Oh, I would have so gone Boda on this.
Yeah.
So I didn't eat it because it was just weird to me. And then I stiffed her on the tip. And maybe that was harsh, but I was a waitress in college and I worked hard for my good tips. She should care less, which means I don't care either. So I'm hoping she learned from my stiffer on the tip. So now I have PTSD, kidding. Some places have put the sugars back on the table since the COVID, which makes me happy but when I have to ask for it, God forbid, it gives me anxiety now on what my condition, my Sweet and Low is in. Oh, that is so funny.
That's funny. I'm just kind of it's kind of comforting to know that we weren't the only ones though.
Comforting. Yeah, that was strange.
It was strange. I don't know why I don't know why. And the littlest things will just stay with you.
Yeah.
That was just the weirdest thing.
It was weird.
Anyway. Hey, life's got bigger problems with that. He could have put his thumb in our queso.
He could have had his thumb somewhere else and then put it in the
True,
queso.
True. You never know. Anyway.
All right, babe.
Well, I love you. You're my Valentine. And I'm really sorry for everybody.
Why do you have to keep saying that?
Just feel
to convince yourself?
I feel so bad that woman called us on the carpet right out the gate.
I think you feel bad. I think you feel.
And I'm very tired.
I think you feel bad more too because we had the I guess the discussion about using whoa, and then right after that I whip out that letter.
Yeah, it was a timing thing on your part.
Yeah, I was saving it
for just that moment,
just for the right time.
Well, thanks, honey. That was a very loving gesture.
No, I was going to read it the last podcast, and we didn't have time.
Got around to it. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not mad at you, but it has been another lovely podcast.
I ain't mad at you. I got nothing but love for you.
Thank y'all for being a part of our podcast family. We do love you very much.
Yes, we love you desperately.
And thank you for putting up with the days when maybe we bicker a little bit more than we should. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on less bickering on the podcast. I'm really going to work on that. Mm-hmm. I am. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not very supportive, is it?
See, you're doing it again.
That's not bickering. I'm just pointing it out.
All right, babe. I love you desperately.
I love you, and I love y'all for putting up with me.
Yes. And, we'll podcast on Valentine's Day.
Yes, we're going out over the weekend. Oh, and then the Super Bowl is Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. Give me January Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Who are you taking?
Bengals. You're taking
the Bengals?
I want them to win because they've never won before.
Yeah. Any team but the La La Land Rams.
Okay.
And I like Stafford. I'm a big Stafford fan.
I'm not mad at either team. It's not like there's some big jerk that I'm aware of that I want to lose. I just want the underdogs to win.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a team in it, right?
Well, no, the Cowboys lost their first playoff game.
Who does Troy Aikman want to win?
I don't know, but whoever he wants to win, that's who I'm pulling for.
Me too. So if he's going for the other team, then I change my mind. I change my vote.
Did you see Troy on I'm asking the audience, but you should have seen Troy on Kelly Clarkson. He did a bit like a carnival game where he and Kelly Clarkson were throwing footballs at the he has a new beer out and stacks of beer cans. And it was awesome. He said, "Yeah, I haven't thrown a football in a while." Of course, what does he do?
Nails it.
Bullseye.
Yeah.
And then Kelly Clarkson did it, and she hit she missed, and then she threw another and hit the table, and then it knocked all the cans down.
Yeah.
But it was cool seeing him on there.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I don't know this about us. We love Troy Aikman.
Oh, he's my buddy. He just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon.
Yeah.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. Laptop's about to die, guys. Thank you, Darla. Love you desperately. Yeah, Michael. Thumb soup. Yogurt. I hear teenage grumpus.
Oh, hey. We're just finishing the podcast, honey. What you doing?
Oh, Michelle.
Come say hey to everybody. They haven't seen you in a while. And Kellie just got back from workout class.
I had soupy tonight.
You're fine. Come say hi to everybody. Y'all can see how beautiful she is. Hello. And Kellie wants to work at Chick-fil-A. So she's 15.
Good company.
And it's a wonderful company. My nieces and nephews have worked there. And so we go and ask them, hey, excuse me, how old do you have to be to work at Chick-fil-A? And they all have told us what they tell us. 15. So how do you apply for a job? Go online. And go online. And Kellie goes online and she gets references. She works out the whole thing, fills it out. And what does it say online you have to be? 16. So then we're like, well, that's odd. So we went back to Chick-fil-A and we said, excuse me, how old do y'all have to be to work here? And what'd they say? 16. It's like, what happened between, exactly. It's like, what happened between when we asked you earlier, you said 15. We went online, it says 16. We come back, it says 16. That happened at not one restaurant. That happened at two 2 Chick-fil-A's told us 15, and then we went back and they said 16. And then Kinsey called us and she said, I know Emma Kelly wants to work at Chick-fil-A. And the 3 up here in Frisco were all owned by the same family. And they all said that they hire 15-year-olds. I'm like, what's the deal? So I don't know. That's where she wants to work. Why do you want to work at Chick-fil-A, honey?
Because I eat it all the time.
Eats it all the time.
Fanbassador.
That's the way to do it.
Yep. All right, peeps.
So anyway, there she is.
There's teenage.
She's wearing her workout
teenageress. Teenageress. Somebody asked me about the. Michelle did. Yeah, the soupy. Yeah, Michelle, I had some tonight for dinner. Well, part of my dinner was the soupy.
Are you the one that sent it?
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. It was very, very sweet of you.
It was good. Kelly had some too.
Mm-hmm. It was right after my workout class. Oh, I've got to figure out when to eat before working out, because if you don't hit it right, it's not good. Well, they had us do something tonight where we laid down on our stomachs and you're supposed to put this like balance ball underneath it and do these things where it's like, you know how you do Supermans on your stomach?
Yeah.
It wasn't Supermans. She was calling them froggers. And so you're on your stomach and you lift your knees up, but you put your heels together and you lift, backwards. So you're on your stomach, but you're lifting your legs up. And I thought I was going to throw up. It was putting so much pressure on my stomach.
Too much soup.
His stomach, right? Y'all couldn't hear that.
I don't know about that song, but it seemed a little strange.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, do you think it's a racist song? I won't sing it anymore. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know why you're so worried about that all of a sudden.
I don't want to be canceled.
I don't think you need to worry about that.
Sandwich and some what? Bickering.
A sandwich and some, what's the name of that song? The guy with the
The
guy with the ring in his nose. What was it?
Big nose. I don't know. What are we calling this one? Help me out.
Michael, help. Help. A sandwich and some VD. A sandwich and some VD information.
HTPD. That's kind of provocative, right?
Provocateur.
Some pre-VD.
A sandwich and some cement. Cement.
Two cements.
You have cement in your hair. There's no lift. It's too much product.
All right, so we started off bickering. Kelly and Alan bicker. Then
a sandwich and some whoa. Yeah, that's a good one. A sandwich and some whoa. Thank you, Angeli.
Thank you, Angeli.
Angeli Boone came up with she was listening. She had her good listening ears on. And then followed closely by a sandwich and some cement and a sandwich and some mirror cement. Yes, sandwich and some whoa, really fitting. Judgy quilting.
Some judgy. A sandwich with some judgy quilting. That's funny. That's funny.
That is funny. Sitting there. What's she going to tell me was perfect for me? The more I think about what Al said, the more that just is perfect for everything.
What?
How are you going to tell me what's perfect for me?
But he was wrong.
That's why it's genius.
Did we told that? Y'all know y'all listen to the Kid Craddock Morning Show, most of you. And you hear the drop where Al says, how are you going to tell me what's perfect for me? Do y'all know the story behind that? Is it worth telling?
Tell it.
Let me know if they tell me it's worth telling, and then I'll tell it.
Okay.
After an angry quilter accused Kellie and Alan of bickering too much.
An angry quilter. Yeah, they want to know that.
Kellie shares. Okay, so what happened was many years ago, Kid Craddock has been, this will be 9 years this July that he passed away. So this is a long time ago. But we didn't really, because Kid owned the show. And a lot of times, you have to do promotions to get people to listen. And a lot of times that's big giveaways and, prize money and stuff like that. And that was not in the budget. So he was trying to think about something exciting we could give away to get people excited about the show and, to get people to listen. That's the whole bit. So he told each of us to go and plan what would be our perfect day. And we all knew this was about, we were going to give this away this is going to be a prize we could give away to listeners because we don't have a budget. We're just going to do what we would do that would be our perfect day. So I don't remember what Kid said necessarily. It might have been, just taking going out. What he would say what his perfect day was going to the golf course and hitting some balls. And then afterwards they would go, have a steak dinner at the 18th or the 19th hole restaurant or something, things like that. And somebody'd say, I want to win Kid's perfect day. And he would do that with them. And my perfect day was like, I would get my girlfriend and we would go get manis and petties at this place where they serve champagne when you get your mani and petty. And then I go to my favorite restaurant and we, that kind of thing. Al says his perfect day would be to go to North Park Mall and he'd have 10 of his friends join him and he'd give them each $1,000 and they could go buy whatever they want. And Kid and all of us, we're live on the radio and we just all stop and look at him and we're like, what the hell are you doing? Everybody's going to pick Al's day because they want to go spend. And it's like, Al, you can't do that. He's like, why can't I do that? Because that's not what this is. You pick out something like, what would be your perfect day? Well, that would be my perfect day. But Al, you don't do that. Mm-hmm. You don't do that. I go to get manis and petties with my girlfriends. I go to lunch with my girlfriends. Kid goes and plays golf. You don't just randomly go to the mall with 10 of your friends and give out $1,000 bills to everybody and tell them to go shopping. And he gets so he's like, how are you going to tell me what's perfect for me? He was so mad. But he still doesn't see. You know what happened? We didn't do the bit. Because it's like, kids
well,
like,
you couldn't. He blew it up.
He said, we can't do it. Can't even do it now. So that's what happened. Because of course, Kid and I are like, what are you doing, Al? To this day, he doesn't think he did anything wrong.
My man.
How are you going to tell me what's perfect for me?
How are you going to tell me what's perfect for me?
Because you've never done that. Never, ever. We're not talking about your fantasy day.
My man.
Oh, my gosh. That man.
My man.
How are you going to tell me what's perfect for me? I should get a T-shirt for him made for that, for his wedding present.
That's funny, babe. Wow. My man. Yeah, bless his heart. All right, guys. Got a little bonus story from Kellie tonight. That was cool. We'll see you guys.
Should I have told that on the podcast?
Yeah, you should have. That's a good one. We'll see you guys Monday, right?
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Will you guys be our Valentine? Please. Will you be mine? Go Bengals. Bengals.